Hello and welcome to this Tuesday video from Fotospeed with me, Tim Jones. I'm going to be looking today at the Photo Test Pack. Now, the Photo Range Test Pack does contain papers like the glossies and lusters and pearls and mattes and things. So it really does give a good selection of what I call kind of everyday papers. You have the fine art test packs that I've covered in other videos, but the Photo Range, I would say, are probably the most commonly used papers we sell. And the fine art are there for something special, but if you just wanted to do a print and see how it looked, then the Photo Range is where you should start. Now, there's quite a lot of papers in this test pack, so not too much of an intro today. Just subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed newsletter. So, with a little bit of housekeeping out of the way, let's dive straight into the Photo Range Test Pack from Fotospeed. Before we dive into the test packs, let me just start by highlighting a few of the features of the test pack. There's 11 papers in this test pack, so like I said, it's probably one of the biggest we do. There's 2 sheets of each of those papers in there, so you're getting 22 sheets of paper effectively within the test pack. Each of the sheets is stamped on the back, so you can't get confused about which paper you've used. And there are generic profiles to get you started on the Fotospeed website as well. The first paper I'm going to start with is the PF Luster 275. Now, this is a paper that has been with Fotospeed pretty much from the beginning and was there to replicate kind of a Lustre darkroom paper as well. It has a really stiff feel to it, and also it lays lovely and flat and has a lovely kind of smooth Lustre finish to it as well. It also has a very high white point and also a large color gamut and a large Dmax as well. So those blacks look really, really nice on the page. It delivers excellent images in color and also black and white as well. And I have to say, it's probably one of the staples of every printer out there just to have a box of PF Luster on the shelf, as it kind of does a little bit of everything. It's a great paper to start your printing journey on if you like that Lustre finish, because it also has amazing quality at a really great price as well. So let's move on to the next paper, which is a PF Luster 310. The 310 is the latest addition to the Photo Range from Fotospeed. It is a Lustre paper, but it just has that little bit extra weight when compared to the PF Luster 275. It lies perfectly flat. It reminds me very much of kind of an Ilford Lustre darkroom paper, if anyone's ever printed on one of those. Absolutely beautiful. High gamut again, and also a very high Dmax. So perfect for color, but also perfect for black and whites. It is a magic combination between quality and that really nice, almost, not quite, but almost fine art feel to the prints, but also at a really reasonable price as well. Now, this paper is a Fotospeed Pearl 290. Now, I say this is another option to the PF Luster options. Fotospeed Pearl has a smoother finish when you're comparing it to the Luster. Now, I find that most people either go for one or the other. I prefer the Luster. However, I'm in the minority there. Most people do go for the Pearl. It's an absolutely lovely picture. Now, it's a beautiful paper for displaying in mounts and things like that. Prints black and white and color absolutely beautifully, down to its really wide color gamut, this paper. This paper really takes ink beautifully as well. It has a really high Dmax, so delivers beautiful black and whites and really deep, crisp blacks, and also preserves those lovely highlights as well. Let's talk about some gloss papers, because we've got 2 in here. We've got the PF Gloss 310, which is, again, one of our latest additions to the Photo Range test packs, and also the PF Gloss 270. Now, the 270 version has been around for a very long time now, and again has become one of the cornerstones of the Fotospeed Photo Range. It's a lovely paper to use. Now, again, in kind of my experience, you're either a gloss person or you're not. I tend to be not. However, I have seen some beautiful kind of macro shots and really bright, vivid color on gloss papers that work absolutely beautifully. Now, the 310 version does feel a little bit heavier in the hand, and also has a little bit more sheen, I have to say. It really surprised me, to be honest. It is a lovely gloss on there, and you also get a tiniest, very, very tiniest little bit of texture going on in the gloss as well. Whereas the PF Gloss 270 is a little bit smoother on the gloss, but doesn't have as quite enough. It doesn't have just a little bit less sheen on it. I hope you can see that in the clips I've put in as well. Again, it has a huge color gamut and a large Dmax, perfect for color, black and white. For me, it's color that really excels on gloss papers and really gives that punch. However, again, see some beautiful black and whites on some papers as well. Right, so let me talk a little bit about the metallic papers in here, because these are something a little bit special. We do a metallic gloss, which is 275, and we also do a metallic luster, which is 275. Now, basically what happens with the metallic papers is they've just got this little bit of something extra in there. The gloss is probably my favorite in the metallics, to be honest, because it really does leap off the page with those bright colors and really crisp blacks that it gives through its Dmax, high Dmax, and its wide color gamut. The metallic luster, again, really wide color gamut, really high Dmax, so those blacks are absolutely crisp in there, beautiful for black and white prints, and you just get that glint in the highlights and a little bit of almost kind of sparkly effect in kind of the blacks as well. And to be honest, I really don't print on them enough. So if you want to try out these papers, the Photo Range Test Pack is a fantastic idea, because you get lots of sheets of the papers you might already use already, so you've got some spares to do profiles and things like that. But also you get to try these metallic papers, which are really, really nice. And I think everyone must try them. So that is the metallic papers. So that is the metallic gloss 275 and the metallic luster 275. Okay, so we're almost there, don't worry. We've only got 4 papers to go. Now, we're down to the final 4 papers now. Now, these are all matte papers. Now, I'm going to start with the matte Infiniti 265, because this was, again, another paper we've introduced very recently into the photo range. It's a lovely high white matte paper, very smooth finish to it. Now, the matte Infiniti does have a plastic resin back, like all the other papers do in the test pack. This resin back gives it the ability to lie lovely and flat. It mounts really, really nicely. So if you wanted to mount it on board or aluminium or something like that, it does this absolutely wonderfully. And that moves me very nicely onto the Matte Ultra. Matte Ultra 240 is, I have to say, Matte Ultra is probably one of my most favorite papers in the Fotospeed range, to be honest, not just in the test pack, but in our entire range. It is a high white point paper, has an amazing Dmax as well, hold the contrast beautifully, because on some other fine art papers, like especially the cotton papers, sometimes you just need to pop an extra points of contrast and things in just to help it out a little bit. Now, we also do a Matte Ultra in a double-sided version as well, called Matte Duo. And this is also 240 GSM. Amazing for bookmaking, printing on different sizes. I've used it many times in my bookmaking classes, and perfect for that kind of type of application, or greetings cards and things like that. We also do a matte proofing 170, which is very similar to Matte Ultra. It's just a little bit thinner. So if you really did, again, it's perfect for bookmaking, although it isn't double-sided. It gives that lightweight feel. So again, for zines and things like that, beautiful. But also, because it has this amazing price point and they all have amazing quality, you can use it to print some proofs, really. When you're learning to print, perhaps matte proofing 170 is the way to go and have a look at, because it really is cost effective. And also, then you won't be too upset if you kind of make some mistakes. Again, we've got generic profiles for all of these papers on our website to get started. However, you might not necessarily need to use the generic profiles. You could also use your printer's color management as well, just to give you an idea of how something prints and things. The colors might not be perfect, but it gives you a good base to start from. When you've decided your papers, then it's time to take advantage of our free profiling service, which is free to any Fotospeed customer out there, and also any products that we distribute as well. So please take advantage of that. we've got full written instructions, and I've done loads of videos on actually how you go about doing the process and things. But if you get any trouble at all, please drop us an email on sales@photospeed.com, or just pick up the phone and give us a call. Press 2 for tech and get through to myself. We can even log in and take control and guide you through the whole process, because we want you to get those best prints out of these papers. And once you do get the best color and the best quality, I'm sure you'll be definitely hooked on printing. So, hope that's been okay to give you an overview of the photo range test pack from Fotospeed. If you have any questions on any of these papers, just drop an email to sales@photospeed.com or give us a call. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel. We release new videos every Tuesday and Thursday now, so keep an eye out for those. And also head over to photospeed.com to look even more at these amazing, fabulous papers. And also, while you're there, don't forget to sign up to the Fotospeed newsletter. And on that note, I will see you next week, or I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you. Bye-bye.